HowExpert! Top 10 fun facts about David Blaine. Number 10. David Blaine once broke the world record for holding his breath underwater. He held his breath for an incredible 17 minutes and 4 seconds while making a guest appearance on the Oprah Winfrey's talk show. In preparation for this amazing feat, Blaine spent 23 minutes inhaling oxygen from a tank. Unfortunately, this record only lasted for a few months. A freediver by the name of Tom Sietas was able to hold his breath underwater for 22 minutes and 22 seconds. Number 9. He is a multi-millionaire. According to research, David Blaine is worth an estimated $40 million. Most of his wealth has been acquired through his work as an illusionist and a TV producer. He has also had books published and been a guest of various talk shows. Not too bad for a street performer, eh? Number 8. The memoir he released in 2002 provided clues that pointed readers to a $100,000 prize. David Blaine released his book titled Mysterious Stranger, A Book of Magic in 2002. The book sent readers in search of a $100,000 grand prize that could be obtained by cracking codes written within. In 2004, the $100,000 prize was claimed by Sherry Skanes, a retired school teacher from California. I think we would all enjoy claiming a prize of that size during retirement. Number 7. David Blaine killed a pigeon with his mind. An interview released in 1999 with a former classmate of Blaine detailed a story about the magician killing a pigeon with his mind. The classmate stated that we're just sitting around in a classroom one day and David pointed to a pigeon sitting on a windowsill about 20 feet away. He said, "See that bird? I'm gonna make its heart stop." And a few seconds later, it just fell off the sill dead. Blaine later stated that the pigeon didn't die, it just appeared to be dead. The way I do magic is to wait for the moment to exist. I don't create the moment. There are no records indicating the fate of the pigeon. Number 6. His first extreme stunt was spending 7 days sealed in a plastic coffin-style box. In April 1999, David Blaine spent 7 days sealed in a plastic box that was located underneath a 3-ton water tank. He did not eat or speak the entire duration. He was able to survive with only 2 or 3 water spoons per day. During the stunt, an estimated 75,000 people visited the site. One visitor was Mary Blood, the niece of Harry Houdini, a famed magician that passed away in 1926 from appendicitis days after asking a fan to punch him in the gut. Oof. Number 5. In November 2000, he spent 2 days inside an ice block in the middle of Times Square. 63 hours, 42 minutes, and 15 seconds to be exact. He was able to get air and water through a tube, while another tube was inserted to remove his urine. He was removed from the ice block with chainsaws, and he said the recovery period lasted a month. The extraction occurred in front of a live television audience and a few thousand fans. The New York Times reported that Blaine's medical staff admitted that this event took a greater toll on his body than his previous endurance tests. I don't know about you, but I can barely survive the winters as they are, so this may not be for me. Number 4. He once stood on a high pillar for 35 hours straight. In 2002, Blaine stood on a 22-inch wide pillar in Bryant Park, New York City. There was no harness attached to him, but he had the option to grab 2 retractable handles in the event that high winds became present. He dismounted onto a platform made of cardboard and only suffered minor injuries. Leave it to a famed street performer to injure himself after the stunt. Number 3. He spent 44 days inside a plexiglass in London. This stunt occurred in September 2003, right next to the River Thames in London. A webcam recorded the 44-day event, during which Blaine did not eat any food and drank roughly 4.5 liters of water each day. One person admitted to deliver a hamburger to Blaine using a drone, although it was mentioned in the news that many Londoners were not happy with the attention brought to the area by this attraction. One area native was even arrested for attempting to cut the tube sending waters into the suspended box. Blaine lost 54 pounds during his time inside the transparent box. Sounds like he needs to write a dietary book next. Number 2. He once attempted to catch a .22 caliber bullet in his mouth. Then 43 years old, Blaine was wearing a mouthguard, and his whole goal was to catch the bullet in a metal cup positioned inside his mouth. However, the cup slipped between his lips, and the bullet ended up shattering the protective guard, and he received a cut inside of his throat. He was taken away from Las Vegas MGM Grand Garden Arena by ambulance, but appeared to be in good spirits at the time of his exit. This stunt was televised as part of Blaine's Beyond the Magic special on ABC. Some of his stunts sound like a fun thing to attempt, but I'm going to go ahead and file this one away as nope. Number 1. Blaine spent 7 days submerged in a water-filled sphere. In May of 2006, Blaine was placed into the 8-foot diameter sphere. The sphere, located in front of the Lincoln Center in New York, was filled with isotonic saline. As part of the stunt's conclusion, he attempted to break the record of 8 minutes and 58 seconds for breath holding, the more traditional style of the test as compared to number 10 on our list. Upon completion, various researchers asked Blaine to allow them to monitor him to study the human body's reaction to extended submersion in such substances. Perhaps we will see Blaine in future renditions of the Aquaman movies. If you liked our video, be sure to click like and subscribe for more HowExpert Top 10 videos for all topics from A to Z in the future. Also, let us know what other celebrity or any other topic that you want us to do a HowExpert Top 10 video in the future in the comments below. Thank you, have an amazing day, and take care. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on all topics from A to Z by everyday experts. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.